Hello.
Yay!
It's working. I've only clicked the go live button like 6, 7 times. I don't even know. I went to hit live and it told me that there was an unexpected high volume of traffic, high traffic volume, something. And to try in 30 to 60 seconds, they were trying to update their resources. I don't know what that means.
We're like, okay.
Like I told Brandy, I've been trying to upload my Whippin' Chat since about 4 o'clock, 4:30, 4 o'clock, no, 4 o'clock. And it keeps saying it's just still in the checking process. And I'm like, oh, okay. So we use StreamYard, but StreamYard has to record it and run it through YouTube because, you put in YouTube when you're going to stream to YouTube through StreamYard. So it's a YouTube issue is my guess. Anyhow, we are here. Hopefully we can stay here and they don't kick us out, right? Because the traffic volume gets too high and they boot us out. I don't know.
Hopefully not. No.
Anyhow, we're here. Okay. Thanks for hanging out and waiting for us, Karen and Sue and Margaret and who else?
Lynn.
And Lynn. Karen and Sue and Margaret and Lynn. Karen, Sue, Margaret, and Lynn. That's who we got. All right. Although there's 9 people.
Are you hiding in the background, Joe?
Yeah, there's 9 people up there in the eye. So there's only 4 people talking, right?
Joe's hiding. Joe.
Anyhow, all right. Tell me what you guys thought about the end of this book. I'll keep my opinion to myself first.
I will just say, I was not expecting him to hitchhike. I mean, I don't think he expected to do it, but just
You were really you were surprised by that?
Well, I mean, like, I knew I wanted him to go there. I don't know. I didn't quite think that he would just how many people see like a portal open up and your brain has just been, told about this magic and fairyland and just go, hey, let's just, no.
You know what? That was the one thing that didn't surprise me at all. I totally expected that to happen.
I just expected him to follow her to Ireland and not be able to find her, but I didn't expect him to go jumping through. I also didn't expect that she was going to, I figured at some point she would tell him about the magical world and all that, but
of course she would. Yeah.
That's her bestie. Well, as she says, her real world bestie, because she has the other real world, or she has the other world bestie. Now they're both going to get to meet.
Her 2 best friends. Yeah. Maybe they'll like each other. What do you think?
Well, no, because her bestie over there is female.
Oh, that's right, and he's gay.
But he's going to get along with people, but I think he gonna find him a super.
You think he's going to find himself a gay fairy?
I bet he's gonna find him a hoo hoo ha ha yeah. Either that or he go flirt an awful lot. I'm telling you, he is. He's definitely gonna find something. I can't wait to find out like what his response is like when he goes over there, because like he just got revealed like everything, and he's still processing in his brain. And I loved what Keegan said. Was like, hold on, brother.
So he was hot for Keegan at first. When Keegan walked into that bar, he was like, oh my God, what is this?
Oh,
what is this creature that has just walked in here? Whoa, where did he come from? What is he? Hey, baby. Hi, Robert.
Like everybody, hey, Robert. Like everybody was I mean, you kind of can't help it. You knew that he exuded like sexuality. Like you knew just based off of everything that you see that this man he's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And, Fae tend to be even more gorgeous than like normal. They just have this, thing. And so like everybody's all like, well, how you doing? So,
I know.
and now
they were.
he's fixing to be surrounded by all kinds of.
All of them were like that when they saw him. They were just like, I mean, of course.
And then you have the added benefit of he starts talking and he has an Irish accent. It's like, if the looks didn't get you, the Irish accent did. Whew.
All right, I'm done. That's it. And the funny thing is, it's all these gay men that are like drooling over him, and well, he ain't gay, but
no, but he may not be gay. They are, and they see a fine specimen of a guy.
Yeah, they sure did. Yeah.
Although, did you find it weird that they kept referring to the sex as mating? Like he just kept like mating.
No.
Like, dude, you're not on Animal Planet.
No. That totally was right in line with what I thought. That's like this mate for life thing, mates, because that happens a lot in these fantasy kind of books. It's all about mating. It's finding your mate, your person you're going to be with. It's not about, I don't know. I mean, there will be some, right, Sue, I've never seen a fae either to be hot over, right?
Okay, well, look, you've seen movies and they portray it like, for instance, you ever seen Lord of the Rings? I
haven't seen a
lot of Legolas, the elf, he's a fae.
Who, what?
And he was...
Who?
Okay, so Legolas, the elf.
No clue.
With the long blonde hair.
Legolas and what?
In Lord of the Rings.
Oh, okay. That's probably the only movie I've watched with with fairies and stuff. I don't
all the ones that I've seen, all your fae are like supposed to be like just these, ethereal, good looking, like the women are spectacular looking, the men are godlike looking.
She goes, At Love and Marriage. I mean, what's that about? I mean, love and marriage? I don't know if they care about any of that. I don't know. But they're looking for a mate. They need to, I don't know. It puts, okay. In the realm of people versus animals. Okay, somebody just commented this on one of my videos recently, that animals don't have sex, that animals mate. And I was like, okay, but it's, all right, I get that. They mate. It's to procreate. So in my thought, fairies are more, I don't know, they're not human, they're not animal, but they're, you know what I mean? They're more, they're closer to some animal instinct kind of things than they are human, I think. And that's why they mate and not just sex. I don't know.
Well, except that, earlier in the book, I can't remember if it was his sister or her best friend over there, but, when they talked about like, oh yeah, we bed them, and because, so they do have sex, but, they call it bedding. Right. Or she called it, I've bed them.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay. So the fact that he's using mating makes me think, so usually if I hear that term when it comes to humanoids, it's like were creatures, like werewolves and things like that. Because they are part animal. But hearing him say it and not saying I've bedded her, because he even said he bedded that other chickadee that he had to, break her little heart because he didn't realize that she was in love with him. He referred to that as bedding and not mating.
That's right. Fae are other. They're their own unique thing.
That's what I'm saying.
And they, they don't think about it in the same terms. It's not like they're out to
Well, I mean, like I said, he talked about bedding that other woman, but this one he said mating, which makes me feel like that he's already got heart involved with her.
Because the other chick, we would have just said he just went and banged the other girl, right? Just because she was there and he needed something to do. But then he had sex with somebody else that he cared more for. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's fallen. He's falling. He doesn't want to admit it, but he is. He's falling. I think he's already fell.
You think he already fell? Well,
I think he already fell.
Probably. Yeah.
And that's why his mother's like, well, you better go get her. Get her.
They've already done the deed. You know, they've already, you know. He needed release. Well, there you go. That's one way to put it.
Yeah, boy, she didn't seem to take it very well when he was like, you know, it's one of those, like, he's just not that into you moments. You know, because he was like, I didn't, you know, because he didn't think his little tete-a-tetes or whatever with her were anything major, and she's like thinking he's gonna make her his, you know, leader mate and all this kind of stuff, and he's just like, oh, I'm truly sorry for hurting you that way. And she's like, you know what, you are going to regret it.
It's just like every other love story. It's like every other love story. You know, boy meets girl. They might not like each other at first. Then they start to have feelings. And then they don't know what to do with their feelings. Then they deny their feelings. And no. And they fight the feelings. And then boom, we can't fight the feelings anymore.
Yeah. Right? Just go for it. See, because you got to build up that tension. Because if that tension is not built up, then that release is not as pleasant, I guess.
And then there has to be some frustration in there. We'll have some sexual frustration and all that good stuff. Yeah. You know? Yeah. It's your typical love storyline, except it's a human and a fairy. I mean, well, she's not even human, I guess. She's...
No. And she's even more than just fairy, because she has that God bloodline.
She's Heinz 57. Yeah, right, Robert. You're right. The books build up. Oh, right. Sue. Well, oh, Brandy's gonna. Oh my God.
Y'all. Oh my goodness, y'all are just
I told Brandy the other day on the phone that I'm coming to the retreat. I'm bringing 50 Shades of Grey with me. The movie, not the book. We're gonna watch the movie. We don't have time to read the book at the retreat, but we watch the movie.
I'll be like, oh, what is happening?
We were talking about that one yesterday on the phone, and she was like, there's probably nothing really in the book I've never heard about or not familiar. I'm like, I started going, what about this? What about, and she's like, oh my God. Oh my God. Really? I'm like,
yeah, I was like, what? I learned some stuff about Mindy I didn't know.
Wait a minute. No.
But no, my son has been trying to get me to read it, and I'm like, I can't. I said, like, I don't know that and Wayne, after
Sue's read it right there. Look at that comment.
I have no idea what that comment means, but okay.
See, if you've read it, you know.
It's pretty fun to watch me watching the movie. Oh my God.
You'll be there, Sue, or Lynn. You'll get to experience it. Oh, Margaret's read it. Oh, see?
Lord. Wayne would be like, oh, he'd be trying to pick up the whole series for me. He'd be like, hey, you want to read this?
Do you know? Do you know where I heard about that book from? Do you know?
Uh-uh.
Dale. Dale came home one day and he said, "Have you ever heard of this book?" And I'm like, "Huh? What? No." I'm like, "Why?" And he goes, "Oh, you had to analyze the book." Oh my God, that's funny. Yeah, so Dale's the one who introduced me to it. He'd heard some women at work talking about it. Mm-hmm. And I
He
was
was
like,
like,
yeah, I
oh,
better check this
Mindy.
out now. All right.
He's like, Mindy, you need to read this, baby.
You know what? Lynn hit it right on the head. It is educational reading. It is informative. It is. You can learn a lot from the book. Let me just put it that way. Oh boy.
Oh my
Anyhow,
God.
so yeah.
Yeah, that's tell you what my face will be like if I'll be like, what's happening?
Oh, it's interesting. That's all. People complain and they say it's got crappy writing and whatnot, but I'm like, you know what? It's quite the story. It's quite the story. Anyhow, but I mean, I found no surprises in this last part. I mean, we knew she was going to go back, and she had to tell Marco and all that, and she had to, oh, what was I going to say? She had to clear things up there, work on the book, all that kind of stuff, tie up loose ends. None of that was a surprise. We knew she was going to go back. She said she would go back.
Yeah,
She told him she'd go
did
back.
she had to confront her mother. That was going to be. We knew that was going to be one of the things she had to confront her mother. I didn't quite expect her mother to be so, especially since she did love her father. I didn't expect her mother to be so, don't bring this aberration into my house.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that's a little harsh.
Well, she spent most of her life trying to keep her daughter away from that, to get her away from that, to get her out of it, to not have her know about it, because she knew, and she knows now that means her daughter is in jeopardy. And she's been trying to protect her from all of that. You can't really blame her for that. I mean,
because her mom knew about her grandfather, right? Her mother knew about her grandfather. Absolutely. And him trying to suck out the life of her love.
Yeah, absolutely. And she's tried to protect her against all of that. And if she didn't know anything about it, they wouldn't know where she was. They wouldn't come for her. She's safe. And now she's not. She's not safe. We know that. She's not safe.
No, he is ramping up. He wants, and he wants, I guess if she's not going to give and join him willingly, he's going to take violently.
Correct.
That's his, and that's why she's getting all those visions. I like that I found it interesting that Keegan could be drawn into her vision, because then it's more like an interactive, like I thought visions were like the dreams, but they're not, because they're actually like, they're not observing, they're
in it,
participating and
partaking. Yeah.
But see, where I'm thrown for a loop is because now that her best friend has hopped a ride to Fairyland, like he's got to get back, because he's supposed to be taking care of her books. Like that was part of the whole deal, was to get, and obviously she's going to have to find some way, now that she's got these books, she's got to find some way to go back and forth between the worlds, because.
Well, she can go to Ireland. There's already the tree that goes to Ireland.
Yeah. So I wonder if he's going to be able to cross that.
What?
I wonder if he's going to be able to cross that and go back to
I'm certain.
Well, because her mom was able to go back to the world. So
I'm certain he can go back and forth. So I'm certain that Marco can just pop over to Ireland when he needs to go take care of official book business or whatever he needs to do. you know. But
I think he's gonna find a world of interesting stuff and just be like, this is where I want
wow.
to be. Yeah. I love it. Queenie. So we need to bring in oh, hold on, what's her name? That owns the club.
Steve? It's not Steve.
No.
It's not Steve. It's just something with the S. I can't remember.
Sally.
There you go. I'm like, I
Sally.
knew it was with an S. Hi, Lucretia.
Need to bring Sally over there.
Yeah. Just bring them all. Bring them all. Can you imagine what the fairies would all think of all the drag queens?
Well, Keegan was like, wow, she's got talent. Or, he said he's got talent, but he's like, okay. He said, I couldn't help but look at the performance. Like, yeah.
Yep.
Born to be on a stage.
How funny. I don't know. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how Marco, what his role is over there. Like I said, I mean, they can all go back and forth, clearly.
Yeah, but he's going at a very dangerous time right now. And so they're not going to have a whole lot of time to cater or pamper to Marco, because I have a feeling when they get back over there, it's going to be like, it's going to be do or die time trying to, but that makes me wonder, there's no way with the second book, you can't have the final outcome of the,
oh, no. The whole
that's
second
not going to come to the third book.
The whole second book is going to be more training on her part, more learning on her part, her dragon, preparing her to go battle her grandfather. That I'm going to tell you, that whole second book is going to be all of that prep stuff that needs to be done. She's barely scratched the surface of what she needs to know to take him on. So that whole second book is going to be just train, learn, and be prepared to go kick some ass.
Yeah, because right now she's not anywhere near ready to take him on.
No, absolutely not. No. Hi, Kathy. So
hey!
I'll tell you, that's what the second book is going to be.
Okay.
I mean,
it's them getting ready.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'll be interesting to see what Marco's role in that is going to be. Like, I don't know, like part of me envisions him finding and like I could just see him making music for fighting montage and getting her outfits that'll make her fierce but fabulous. I don't know.
He's gonna monitor her fairy wardrobe. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I don't know. Like, and I just, but like with him and his music and the fact that the Fae are extremely musical, like I'm interested to see, is he going to get some musical lessons, or is he going to get a magical item, or I don't know. I'm trying to picture where he's going to fit in this training.
I don't know. Sue, we're not reading the second book. You know that. So you know that. I don't know if you can actually become a fairy or not, but
you can't become human to Fae. You have to have Fae in you. Well, oh, sorry, that brought up a whole different. Never mind.
Okay.
I meant Fae has to be a part of you. That was the words I meant.
Oh. I was going to say, he could maybe hook up with a Fae. That would be interesting, though, because he's gay, and I don't know. I just think that's gonna. I don't know. He's gonna be there just as her support person, just having a good time, having a good ride. Just
because I feel like that once, because he doesn't even, like right now, he just learned about the world. He doesn't know much about it. And then I have a feeling that once he knows exactly how much danger she's in, he's not going to want to leave her.
Sue and I are totally reading the second book. Kathy, then you're going to have to read it again then when we do it in the summertime. So,
and no spoilers.
That's right.
Lynn already read it. Lynn. Oh, and Margaret too. How many of y'all haven't? Oh.
Okay, we'll fix you guys then. We won't do it as a book club. Ha ha, how's that?
Mindy! Now, see, I would have thought here for this final, Joe would be here. I would have thought he's probably hiding and he's laughing in his hands right now. He is laughing in his hands right now.
Oh, look it. Now Kathy's like, no, I can't read it anyhow. It's out of stock. Behave. Don't read it.
That's right.
Thank you. Thank you, Trina. I want to, but I'm going to wait. See? Look, see, there he is.
Definitely. Oh, see, look, he was.
He's there.
Joe, have you been here the whole time?
Of course. Of course. Good, Lucretia. Good. We'll enjoy it together in, I don't know what we said, June or July or something like that. Anyhow. Yeah. So this is why there's so many
Lynn likes people. Being able to.
I know.
I'll say Lynn likes reading it and then like watching us go, oh, they are so wrong. They are so off of it. Nope. What direction are y'all heading in?
This is why many people will not read a series until all of them are out, because they just want to go boom, 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 and they just can't wait, and it drives them crazy. So they don't even want to start a series until the series is complete and all the books are there. I'm one of those people. I'm fine. I'll read part of it and I'll wait, and I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. Like I said, I have some series over on my shelf I haven't even finished. So, and I know I can go back to them whenever I want, and I'll pick it right back up and I'll finish them, whatever. But you guys, most people at first, okay, maybe I jumped the gun a little, but there were a whole bunch of people right off the bat who said this one, this one, this one. And I knew that Brandy and I were okay with doing this one too. So I was just like, let's just do this one. Okay. And I just said, let's do it. Let's do it. And it was at my Meyer. Look, it was at my Meyer. I picked it up the other day. All right. So it's Jodi Picoult. Wish You Were Here. And it sounds really good. All right. So it's not as long as what we've been reading. So I already have our first section marked off. See, I'm on top of it, right?
Oh, look at Mindy. She has a book in her hand and she's like, I'm ready.
That's right. We're reading chapters,
tiny little chapters.
We're reading chapters 1 through 3. 1 through 3. They're fairly long chapters, but 1 through 3. All right. And there's lots of, it's interesting. There's lots of like email and text type things in here. They're going to communicate that way because, you know, they're not together because she went off on the vacation without him. He had to stay back and work. So, yeah. Anyhow, there you go. Yeah. So, Lynn, you haven't read it? Lynn, don't read ahead. Stay with us. Stay with the plan. Stay with the group, Lynn. No venturing out on your own. I'm sorry. That's my
stay with the group.
Driving me crazy.
Oh, so now the snow's gone, or is the snow gone?
Mm-hmm.
So now snow's gone.
Although it might snow later this week. It could snow later this week.
Oh my goodness. It's hot here.
It was 70 the other day. And it's like 45 today. Mm-hmm. And it might.
See that right there? Going from 70 to 40 and snow, that's where you get like, you get sick going from hot to cold, hot to cold, hot to cold.
Well, and then there's enough like plants are starting to kind of like my crocus are up and things like that. And the weather changing and all this, it just really gets to my, I don't know. It gets to my allergies. It gets to my nose. And I'm like, ugh, right? And it's all in my throat right now. I'm like, anyhow. Okay. So
see, I got to hope that the weather is going to hold because I want to try this bad boy out.
Yeah, that's pretty sexy.
Can you get my resin going? I know. Look. This is my.
Oh my
all
God.
for my resin.
That is sexy.
Look,
That's sexy.
I know, but I got to protect myself, right? I've been hearing all kinds of horror stories about the resin, so I'm protecting myself.
Did you ever go anywhere during the height of COVID and see anybody in a store or any place wearing one of those?
Yes, we had some at our. We had some. What was it? I went to the school because I thought nobody was going to be there, and I thought maybe some sort of chemical meltdown had happened. I had a mask on, but Lord, I saw someone and they had something similar to that, and they're just walking around, and I'm like, it was one of the teachers. I'm like, did something happen? They're like, no, I'm protecting myself.
Yeah, what's going on? I know. I saw several people with things like that, and I'm like, what are you doing?
When we came back to school, that same teacher wore that or something similar to that, except theirs had the square things on the side. Wore that for the first year. And you cannot talk very well out of it. You really can't.
No, that's not what
Not
they're
designed for
intended
talking.
for.
No.
Oh my God.
Now we do have the people that wear the shields. They'll wear a mask and the shield.
Yeah. Okay. But have you seen people that wear the shield with no mask, but the shield's just like this? And you're like, you realize all your germs and everything are just going out anyhow? I mean, what's the point? I don't know.
Now everybody at our school that wears the shields wears the mask with it. And they don't, and I have my little mask, my Harry Potter mask, but mine's just a regular mask. I could not imagine wearing something like this
all the time
and attempting to teach.
Mm-mm.
They'd be like, what are you saying? What? Yep. They don't listen as it is. So.
Yep, I know. All right. So everybody's got it. This is the book.
So we read.
We're here.
First three chapters.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right.
And it was Wish You Were Here, right? Is that right? You got to hold it up. Wish You Were Here.
It's her most recent one. This one is.
So we got a new book.
You do. Yep. You do. So.
Does it have anything in the back, like a reading guide or book club questions or anything?
Oh, about the typeface, about the author, a whole bunch of acknowledgments, author's note, lots of author's note. Nope.
Okay. It's just with some books, ones that are like almost designed to be
discussed. Book clubs.
Like yeah, I like sometimes I feel like they put those in there.
Do you ever
I like when they include it.
I like to take the dust jackets off sometimes just to see if there's something fancy underneath. Nothing fancy.
Oh yeah, I do too. I look to see if it's that, like what I call Randall Spangler books, the ones with because some of them you take the dust cover off and it's got that ornate spine
gold or something on there or whatever.
Oh, I love seeing them.
Well, Trina, this will be a new experience. Get to read some Jodi Picoult. I've only read like maybe one. I think one maybe. But
I've never read one.
No, you've never read any of hers? Well, there you go.
Mm-mm.
It'll be a new experience for some of you. There you go.
That's right.
She's an interesting writer. Some of her stuff is very mysterious and thriller-like almost.
Ooh.
I don't think this one sounds like it's going to be like that, but some of them are.
That'll be interesting. I like seeing new styles to see if the writing style piques my interest.
Yeah. And she does
okay.
She does different types of things, so that's the cool part. Okay. We're done. It's all right. It's draining down my throat. I'm like, stop it. Stop it.
I know that wonderful taste. Mm-hmm.
No. I just want it to stop. All right. Dale's making dinner and I'm ready to go eat. How's that sound? All right.
I have to wait because Jasmine and them we're going to pick up something after they get here. So I'm going to eat a little biscuit and tide myself over.
A biscuit.
A biscuit.
Like a Pillsbury biscuit or a baked
Pillsbury
biscuits in the oven?
Well, my mother-in-law had some over there.
Did you steal them?
Yeah. So they don't need them. They're gone. I told her, she said anything that's in there I could have. She's lucky I didn't take the pound cake. I didn't take the pound cake. I just had the biscuits.
You're stealing from the neighbors.
I also took the hot dog.
All right. Okay. See you guys next week. Happy reading. And just forget about Nora Roberts for now. It's easy. Just put her out of your mind. She's gone away for a while. It's all right. You guys will make it. Believe me, you can do it. All right. Okay.
We're gonna build up our tension, and it'll be all that more enjoyable when we get there.
Oh boy. Uh-huh.
Well, expectation, you gotta wait, you gotta wait. And
red room, safe word.
I was just talking about being excited about reading the book.
You're getting excited about something, I know, right? Okay, I gotta go now that I'm choking. All right, bye.
Don't choke.
All right, I know.